Morning, everyone, and welcome to our Heavenly Parent Holder Community, Oceania Hundoke, together with Rev Yutaka Yamada today on this Thursday, the 2nd of October 2025, or the 11th of August in the 13th year of Chongalguk. Thank you all for coming, and let's begin with a bow to our true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind, Chanji Chimpuninge, Kyombe, Paro. And let's recite our family pledge, both in Korean and English.
가전맨세 2. 전국 주인 우리 가족은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님과 참 부모님을 모시어 전주의 대표적 가정이 되며 중심적 가정이 되어 가정에서는 효자, 국가에서는 춘신, 세계에서는 성인, 전주에서는 선자의 가정의 도리를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다.
Family pledge number 2. Our family, the owner of Chongalguk, pledges to represent and become central to heaven and earth by attending the Heavenly Parent and True Parents. We pledge to perfect the dutiful family way of filial sons and daughters in our family, patriots in our nation, saints in the world, and divine sons and daughters in heaven and on earth by centering on true love. Thank you, and I'd just like to share this short prayer that Mother gave at the New Year celebration breakfast with Chongalguk leaders on the 1st of January 2024. The year of the Blue Dragon, the 12th year of Chongalguk. In this year of the Blue Dragon, all negative energy will dissipate. And now, as we are approaching the 13th year, a number symbolizing completion, we must finalize all aspects of the entrance ceremony into Chongwon-gung and the Chongyol Sanctum. Just as the heavens have blessed us with pure white snow, completely free of shadows and negative energy, this year is of great importance. Therefore, we must all unite for the sake of the providence. So let's enter this hopeful 12th year of Chongalguk fully prepared in every way with perfect order and organization. Arju. Thank you. And let's give a warm welcome to Reverend Yutaka as he shares this morning.
Good morning, brothers and sisters. Thank you for joining today's morning Hundoke. Today, we'll begin the new day also. Let's offer the sincere devotion, prayer, and also heart. So thank you very much. Yesterday, there was the the detention review, interview, and investigation. It was started from 4 p.m. to 7:40 p.m. The Korean time, almost 3 hours 40 minutes. But the result was come out last night. Unfortunately, the court decision just announced was a dismissal. Tsurumada's detention has not been lifted, and this is really the disappointing outcome. So we can see, we also pray, and originally this result was coming out within 24 hours, and it was announced last night. Continuously, Tsurumada will be in the detention center, so we should pray continuously. And in the Korea, almost the Chuseok, the longer holiday will be beginning. That's why there are also many things happen. Mother's case still, there is official detention time period will be continue even after Chuseok. So maybe result is not coming soon. But still even longer holiday time mother will be inside. So we have to continuously pray and also support that. So during Churchman prayer time, I believe Shinchil missionary went to detention center yesterday, I believe, about this situation. So maybe today or tomorrow, they will keep the message continuously. So let's listen that. And beside of that, the vice national leader of Korea, Family Federation Korea, he is updating also the Korea situation, the Trumada situation as Hyojeon briefing sometimes. And new Hyojeon briefing was updated on September 30, 2 days ago, and it was translated into English. Today, before the mother's message, we will read this one together. Okay, so let's read together. Where hearts gather, there is hope. So this message updated, this was updated 2 days ago. Hyojeon briefing. So Mrs. Jin, please.
Hyojeon briefing. It has been 1 week since True Mother was detained at the Seoul Detention Center. During this time, some reports and stories may have caused confusion and unrest among our members. Now more than ever, it is essential that we uphold the absolute standard of our Heavenly Parent and true parents and hold on firmly to each other unshaken. We offer our deepest and heartfelt gratitude to all members who have supported with unwavering hearts until today.
Yes, so thank you. We know the Korea situation and our movement, our member side, but we will continuously offer the chanson with unchanging heart and also sincere heart. Please.
Young people standing by True Mother with pure filial hearts. In the early hours of Tuesday morning, September the 23rd, when the decision for True Mother's detention was announced, our youth pastors were the first to respond, walking the public path under Mother's love and blessing. Since Monday, September the 22nd, they have been undertaking demanding tasks without hesitation, remaining steadfastly by True Mother's side throughout every step of her journey. Having fervently prayed for the warrant to be dismissed so that she could return to Chongpyong, the news of her detention struck them with deep sorrow. With heavy hearts, they made their way to Chongpyong, seeking guidance on how best to proceed.
Yes, thank you. So this was happened 1 week, almost 10 days ago. Youth pastors, and I think many of you are receiving the many information from the several sources, but those official announcement is important. So this, of course, in Champion, our Shinchil missionary is continuously updating, and also the Korea vice national leader is updating as the Hyojeon briefing. So those official announcement is important. So please also receive those announcement well. Please.
During this sudden situation, the two inheritors of heaven's love and blessing were the first to offer comfort to the young people's hearts. The next day, they talked with representatives of the youth leaders, deeply understanding their love and devotion for True Mother. The youth pastors gained strength from this honest conversation and returned to the Seoul Detention Center. Instead of protesting, they turned it into a place of prayer where members' hearts could be gathered and lifted up to heaven. From that day, they took turns keeping vigil, keeping the flame of prayer alive.
Yes, so we heard already the Shinchil missionaries and also True Mother's message and expectation. Instead of against the government or demonstration, we sincerely offer the prayer, and also we will continue whatever we can do in the providence in each place. So continuously we are offering churchman prayer, and in Korea also our brothers and sisters and leaders went to that place in front of the detention center and offer the special churchman prayer there. So daytime and nighttime, so we can see the special prayer. Please.
Later, a special prayer gathering drew more than 500 young people from across the country, including its southernmost provinces. Contrary to some misunderstandings, our young members are enduring these hardships not out of political calculation or mistrust, but with a single burning heart as True Mother's children, devoted solely to loving and protecting her. Each and every one of their actions is born from pure filial piety toward their parents, transcending the outset opinions and conflicting judgments of others. In our community, their pure hearts have touched a chord and brought hope. We, the members, are sending our appreciation and deep respect for their dedication and efforts.
Yes, so our heart is same. This youth pastor group directly express their emotion or their love and their really sincere heart of the Hyojon toward our true mother. We can see this heart. And of course, our all brothers and sisters in the world has the same heart. So we can see those special offering there. Please.
United through our interactions and harmony. Since Tuesday, September the 23rd, many members, including district church leaders and heads of various organizations representing the Family Federation in Korea, have expressed in various ways their concern for True Mother and their hope that we may wisely overcome this trial. In the inheritors of heaven's love and blessing, along with the True Family Four Position Foundation, met directly with these leaders, listened carefully to their words, cleared up misunderstandings, and shared Mother's true intention with them.
Yes, so there are many groups in Korea. You can see youth leaders, church leaders, organization leaders, and even the senior breast family group or even organization group. They expressed their heart from the each point of view and also each heart. Some person is visiting, some person is sending letter or various way, but we can see this the inheritance of heaven's love and blessing, Shinchil missionary couple, and also the True Family Four Position Foundation. They directly organized the meeting and met those group by group and share sincere heart and even listened their heart. So as we know, their attitude. So when they visited to Oceania, we can see Shinchil missionary their sincere heart. So they met those group one by one and directly share their heart. Please.
The role of former presidents of our Family Federation was particularly important through this process. They engaged in meaningful discussions and with the inheritors and members of the Four Position Foundation about challenges currently faced and about the way forward, reaching a consensus to unite and work together actively. Thanks to their initiative, on the 27th, a valuable round table was held to gather perspectives from various sectors, including national messiahs, senior pastors, the Hewan Student Association, and blessing group leaders. Moving ahead, the former FFWPU presidents have pledged to serve as bridges of communication, relaying the diverse voices from the field to the Council of Representatives. Seeing so many members step forward, despite their busy schedules, with a proactive desire to protect True Mother, has brought us all great inspiration and hope.
Yes, thank you. So important things is to unite, centering on our True Mother, because many group is using this opportunity, using this moment as the opportunity to take over or accuse True Mother, or even try to break down, or even try to insist the own will and own desire. But what's the mother's wish and also hope? Even mother is not judging, even mother is not accusing another person, then how can we accuse or try to divide our blessed families, our movement, and our groups? We can see the phenomena of the goodness and also evil. Evil side phenomena is always trying to divide, doesn't like to unite, just accuse and separate. But what is the phenomena or nature of goodness? Even any kind of situation and environment, try to unite, try to support, and try to also forgive. So we have to see what kind of nature those person has, and try to proceed. So we can see our leaders group and also our missionaries, they are trying to really unite and embrace and go together. Please.
From anxiety to trust. Even in this challenging time, when everyone is going forward together with one heart and shared wisdom, it is regrettable that differing opinions and unverified stories have sown seeds of anxiety and confusion among our members. In moments of trial, our hearts are easily shaken, and even small cracks can threaten the unity of the entire community. It is precisely in such times, however, that we must not be swayed by emotional turbulence or unverified reports. Instead, we must reaffirm in our hearts with absolute standard that forms the foundation of the providence and strengthen the following guiding principles with unwavering resolve.
Yes, so we need to understand what's the mother's direct message or official announcement. Otherwise, people will be confused more and more, and community will be also divided more and more. Please.
First, true parents are leading today's providence in complete unity, centered on the will of our Heavenly Parent. They are our joint central figures guiding the providence with one heart and purpose. Therefore, to separate one from the other or to impose a hierarchical order between them from a human perspective is to misunderstand the very essence of true parents. Such a view undermines the integrity of the truth and can cause unnecessary confusion within the community. That is why we must stand firmly upon the absolute standard of unity that true parents embody. This is the very center of our faith that will allow us to overcome the current turmoil.
Yes, thank you. That is why we must stand firmly upon the absolute standard of unity that true parents embody. This is the very center of our faith that will allow us to overcome the current turmoil. So we should have those attitude and to unite together. Please.
Second, we have always striven to attend true parents, the embodiment of the word, as if they were life itself, and we have striven towards the realization of Chonilguk. The word is not merely a collection of letters recorded in books, but a living truth that breathes and unfolds with the progress of the providence. Because true parents are the embodiment of that living word, it is through them that we have responded to the challenges of our time. Following the ever deepening and expanding revelation of heaven's will, our faith is not anchored in the past, it is alive in the present, holding fast to the life-giving words of true parents who guide us at this very moment.
Yes, that is true. We are joining our movement, met heavenly parent, met true parents, and learn the God's word and also the principle. Those word is not just word. Even this is also for ourselves. Same for ourselves. True mother, true parents is showing the way how heavenly parent is showing or true parent showing. So ourselves is also same. How we can practice and live our life accordingly based on the principle, based on also the nature of our heavenly parent. So those moment is the important moment how we can do well. Please.
The inheritors of heaven's love and blessing have emphasized the importance of embracing even those with differing views as we move forward together. They cautioned that thoughts such as only I truly understand true parents, or only I truly love the family federation, can become expressions of pride that bring pain to our community. Now is not the time for criticism, but a time to compensate for each other's shortcomings and to unite our hearts.
Yes, thank you. So each person has also the several mind or several also thinking toward even our true parents. But important things is not from own perspective only, but the the heart or thinking from our heavenly parent and true parents. That is also important. What is the true parents' will? What is our mother's will? What is our heavenly parent will? More than my own thinking and our concept. So seeking the heart of our true mother, seeking of our heart of heavenly parent and true parents, this should be the starting point. This is the heart of Hyojon, and this is the heart of the filial piety. Please.
Dear beloved members, we are all enduring a time of sorrow and hardship. Yet even in the midst of these challenges, we continue to walk the path of mature faith, practicing true parents' words, forgive, love, unite. We are transforming anger into love and conflict into harmony. To all members who are willing to join us on this journey, we offer our deepest respect and heartfelt gratitude. We firmly believe that on this foundation of united filial hearts, heaven will surely work new miracles. Kim Dong-yong, Vice President of Family Federation for World Peace and Unification, Korea.
Yes, thank you. So, this Reverend Kim, Vice President, is updating those Korea situation. So this is the one of the official announcement from our organization, Family Federation, centering on Korea. So instead of following or to be wondering, centering on the various information from website or article or somewhere, we can listen those official message and understanding and also the for well. So this is also message. So time to time, and those updating is coming. So I would like to share, and if you can connect to Korean website, you can also read by yourself. So let's understand well and let's totally unite with our heart of heavenly parent and true parents and also pray for protection of our true mother. So this is the message of this. So let's pray well. Okay, thank you. So today, let's also continue the message from the true mother, the only begotten daughter, true mother, in the words of true parents, realizing the ideal of true parents. So let's study together. Okay, please.
From the beginning, God planned to establish a world of true peace centered on our first ancestors, Adam and Eve. Had they not fallen, but grown to maturity and perfected their characters according to God's will, they would have received God's blessing, formed a true family, and established the ideal kingdom of heaven, a kingdom free from sin and suffering. In that eternal world of peace, God's direct sons and daughters would have lived happily generation after generation. Not only would they have communicated directly with God, but they would also have freely interacted with their ancestors in the spirit world. Moreover, it would have been a world governed under an absolute sovereignty of goodness, a place where even if people wanted to sin, they would be unable to.
Yes. So God wish, God plan is clear. How to create the ideal world, a world of true peace centering on true parents. And what is the ideal world? This world would be connected between spiritual world and physical world as one. Please.
God's dream was to become the parent of all humanity, to embrace all of humankind as sons and daughters. Even the parents of this world want the best for their children and hope they will succeed. Yet because people have not been able to fulfill their responsibility, God is unable to embrace humankind. If our first ancestors had fulfilled their responsibility, they would have come to stand on an equal footing with God. God's dream was to become the true parent of humankind. The omnipresent, omniscient, and omnipotent God hoped to reach a position of the true parent through the perfected ancestors of humankind who would govern the substantial world. That was our Heavenly Parent's dream. God is constant from beginning to end. That is why God has sought, by all possible means, to educate fallen humankind and re-establish them in a position in which all their indemnity has been paid.
Thank you. God's dream was to become the parent of all humanity, to embrace all of humankind as sons and daughters. This is the God's dream. And also I'll continue. God's dream was to become the true parent of humankind, the omnipresent, omniscient, and omnipotent God hoped to reach the position of the true parents through the perfected ancestors of humankind who could govern the substantial world. And this is also God's dream, our Heavenly Parent dream. This was the first dream. This is also the current dream, and this is also the future's dream. Please.
Within the family, God's second blessing for humankind, human beings are to become God's living embodiments, united with God in heart and substance, and attain the ideal of perfect freedom, happiness, and peace. It is then that they emerge as masters of true love, whom the entire universe welcomes. This is God's third blessing for humankind. God is the eternal true parent, eternal true teacher, and eternal true owner. If we are to become a son or daughter of such a God, we must first become a true parent like God. We also have to walk the path of a true teacher like God, and we must walk the path to become a true owner like God. This is the three great subject partners principle, and the ultimate example of that principle is God.
Yes. So inside of family, the first blessing, even the third blessing would be fulfilled. So we should become true owner of true love. And when we create the true family, we can become the true owner. So how many people could understand those plan of our heavenly parent through the family? That's why how sad the happening of the human fall in the beginning of the human history. Because of this fall, people lost the connection and lost the heart of God and even lost those plan or ideal of our God and heavenly parent. So we can see current situation or environment. This is the result of the fall to break the heaven's ideal. So we can really recognize those things. So I will read this part again. God is the eternal true parent, eternal true teacher, and eternal true owner. If we are to become a son or a daughter of such a God, we first must become a true parent like God. We also have to walk the path of a true teacher like God, and we must walk the path to become a true owner like God. This is the three great subject partners principle. And the ultimate example of that principle is God. So we should become those person or those existence. So this is the final slide today, please.
For fallen humanity to return to the loving embrace of Heavenly Parent, people must be reborn through True Parent's blessing. Due to True Parent's tireless efforts, many blessed families have been established throughout the world. Now the second, third, and even fourth generations of these families have come to stand at the center of God's providence. Today, there are more than 7.6 billion people in the world, and all of them have the same ultimate desire. Since they do not yet know about True Parent's blessing, please remember that it is your responsibility as blessed families to share this joyful message with them. Through you, your ancestors can be liberated. Consider how much all the ancestors who lived and died during the 6,000 years of human history recorded in the Bible have longed and waited for this time. Could there be any greater miracle than this?
Yes, thank you. So already world population is more than 8 billion people, right? So the population is continuously increasing. But how about now humanity or peoples? All of humanity are the result us born on this earth as a result of human fall. People could not recognize the existence of God, even could not understand the real life or real direction or way of the happiness. So the restoration of all things, all people, all life itself, this way of restoration is the way of the blessing. Of course, receiving blessing is not the end of completion of our providence, but through receiving blessing, the person's original life with God and Heavenly Parent and True Parents will be beginning. So restore or clean up everything, the past, clean up the past of the everything and create the future. So this responsibility is together with ourselves. And because this is possible, so those responsibility was given to each of us. So today we share the message from Korea and message from our true mother. We can see our original God plan, heavenly parent dream is same, even any kind of circumstances and even any kind of situation. And our current true mother's wish to us is also same. Don't pray for myself. Don't pray for me. Please pray for you, pray for your family, pray for our God's will, and go forward. This is mother's expectation and heart to each of us. So we continuously, of course, sincere devotion and pray for true mother, but in the same time, we will do our best in each frontline or providential field and testify our Heavenly Parent and testify our Heavenly Parent dream and restore the brothers and sisters and to connect with our Heavenly Parent. So each day is the precious time. Let's continuously go forward and offer the happiness and victory to our Heavenly Parent and True Parents. So thank you for joining today's morning on the K. Let's create a beautiful day and offer the great moment. So thank you everyone. Have a great time. 감사합니다.
Thank you very much, Rev Yutaka, for sharing and highlighting the messages from Reverend Kim Dong-nong, the Vice President of Family Fed in Korea. Really some things to reflect on. It's very easy because of the way so many information is shared. It's very easy to lose sight of the real responsibility we have. And a couple of points that was said that stood out for me is that our faith is alive in the present. Now, really, this is true. It's now and is always in the present. When our faith is tested, we don't expect it to be tested, but it always is. And tested meaning, do we really believe our faith? And that other statement, not anchored in the past. And so it's alive in the present. And when I think about anchored in the past, an anchor is thrown over a boat, and we're supposed to be moving forward. But what does the anchor do? It just holds us in one spot, and it's pretty much we're stuck in the mud and not going anywhere. We see where we should be going, but we're not actually going there. And how to remove that anchor ourselves, because we're on this journey together, and we're not meant to be in separate boats either. We're meant to be in the same vessel together. But if we all have anchors, it's bad enough if you're just in one boat and there's one anchor and it's just up to you to pull it out, so the boat can keep going forward. But if we're all in this joint vessel and we all have thrown the anchors over the side, we are collectively causing the movement to be stuck. And so thinking about that, how our faith is really meant to be alive in the present, and we're meant to be moving forward. And those mother's words that just shared, talking about the responsibility of blessed families to really share this joyful message, with everyone about true parents' blessing, because that's the solution to humanity's problems. I mean, it's a simple solution to be blessed under God's authority as couples that are determined to realize God's truth. The practice we know requires a lot, and some of those things that are pointed out, forgive, love, and unite. But by putting it into practice, turning anger into love and turning conflict into harmony, but also really joyfully working together, even though this is a very sad time and very disappointing, to hear that mother will be continued to be detained and not really knowing the circumstances. So it's very easy to accept any rumor. And that's why Rev Yutaka is highlighting that we should focus on what really is the official message, and that official message is coming through the Vice President to help us understand that we working together, and how this family-fed council with the inheritors of heaven's love and blessing, and I find it interesting how it's the other term being the four-position foundation for those two families, and really highlighting that's what is the goal, is to be a four-position foundation family, and so having those two families, which are actually the two families of our true parents' first and second sons, Kyojinim and Hunjinim, who, as you know, is in the spirit world for a long time, that they have succeeded in the four-position foundation, not just on earth, but also in spirit, and also Father is there in spirit. And the last thing that stood out for me in all of this message was true parents really are the joint central figures, and we shouldn't have made the mistake of putting this vertical alignment between father and mother, but really, parents really are a horizontal harmony and balance, and by having it's not a vertical line, because you can't balance a vertical line. You can only put it on a single point. But when you've got a horizontal line, when the mother is balanced and the father is balanced, and then you've got an equilibrium where everything is in harmony. Anyway, so just reflecting on many little things this morning, and thank you, and thank you, Rev Yutaka, for sharing and reminding us to really focus on what is officially shared with us, and not to get distracted with other things. So open up to anyone else who would like to make a comment or share. Thank you. Yeah, hello, Peter. Yeah, go ahead.
Hi. Yeah, like I'm sort of wondering, like we've been following this along, and True Mother is essentially in prison, isn't she?
Yeah.
So, I mean, has she been arrested?
Not officially, she's detained, but it's just a word.
I don't understand the law in Korea that, like, if somebody's guilty of or been arrested on suspicion of some, misdemeanor or whatever, they can be held in custody pending a trial. Usually they're given the opportunity to post bail. Does that law not apply in Korea?
No, she's had that opportunity, and it just was refused.
Oh, we've refused bail.
No, not us. They refused giving it.
Oh, wow. I mean, that's so the charge. There must be a charge. What is she supposedly guilty of? I've never really understood that.
The misappropriation of and gifts, misappropriation of money and gifts given to the First Lady of Korea to gain favors.
The misappropriation, what does that means?
It means using church money to buy gifts to give to her so that she can give church some advantage.
Well, I don't understand that. I mean, isn't it her money? Can't she? Or, you know, I mean, she gave, so the charge is that she was trying to influence the
Bribing. Yeah.
bribing. Oh, I see. Right. Okay. I just think it's really weird that, you know, like.
Think there is some Mr. Massimo, right?
Yeah.
Our journalist. He really explained the overall situation. So if you don't know anything, maybe better to listen, better to read those basic information. Otherwise, I think many things is happening, but it's not easy to understand. And several explanation, if is not explained well, then make confusion again. So I think those explanation is really more understandable. So maybe Livingston also you can share those things. So even you can share the link of this Mr. Massimo, and you can explain who is Mr. Massimo also.
Yeah.
Maybe you can do that now, Greg. Explain who he is.
Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll post a couple of articles from Massimo. Massimo is Massimo Intraven. He's Italian. He's a Catholic, but he's a defender of religious freedom worldwide, of the right to any religion, to to practice their faith. So he's been following this for some time, particularly beginning with the persecution in Japan, and now overflowing into Korea. So I'll get these two articles. I think are probably the ones, and it gives the 4 charges as well that they're, putting against Mother, and a general background. So I'll see if I can put them in the chat. Hello?
Jeffrey,
Yeah,
put
okay.
Little Winter.
And also, Jeff has already put it. I mean, he has a website called Bitter Winter, and Jeff has already put up the link
Okay.
to the Bitter Winter website. But if you can put up the link to the direct articles, there's actually many, many articles on many, many religions. I mean, he's written over 100 books on religious freedom, so he's very well renowned, and he's really supporting us because he sees it as a what would he use the term religio-side? He used that term, yeah, not genocide, but religio-side.
But like on the,
yeah.
I mean, are the charges against Mother, are they being delivered by a judge or a panel of judges, or?
They're just in this preliminary stage of questioning before there's actually a proper court case or anything. This is just detained for questioning in regards to it.
It's not even one person, it's the police or something like that.
Prosecutors, yeah.
Prosecutor. Because I mean, if the charge is, I mean, traditionally, if the charge is not a major transgression, they usually let them out on bail. But that has been stopped. So, I mean, what's so? Yeah, I mean, I don't understand.
Jeff might give you a bit of clarity. Yeah.
So can I say something there? Yeah, you got to understand that in the moment, Korea is under dictatorship, and they have taken over the court, the law. That means the government is getting over the law, dominating the law system completely, and it's a dictatorship basically. It's not anymore a normal government. That's what's happening. We're in dictatorship. The government is completely ruling, like in America, they were trying to get Trump, right? with using the politics to and the law as weapons to for the adversary. So that's exactly what's happening now. The adversary for them is religion. So they're using the law as a weapon to demonize and the religions and put them in jail. That's exactly what's happening. That's if you understand the very foundation of what's happening now. It's a weaponization of justice to defeat the opponents, either political, religious, or anything. That's exactly what's happening.
Yeah. South Korea is a dictatorship.
Yeah, the dictatorship in the moment. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Never knew that.
So, Jeff, go ahead.
Yeah, this is vast and deep. It extends far back into China and its anti-cult ministry. Even what's happening in Japan behind what's going on in Japan is also, it traces back to China, and further back it traces back to Satan, all right, and stamping out religion. So I see one aspect of it is the division of the people in South Korea, the religious people and the non-religious left-thinking people. And like a purification is going on within our movement and also within the nation of South Korea. So religious people will be judged like us, every little detail, everything, any small point, you know, Satan will try to do something. So this amount of so-called bribery money was a very small amount, you know, even though they put millions of won, it's actually only tens of thousands of euros. So anyway, it's very small, but it's a small thing. But yeah, so point is that real purification of ourselves, our movement within our nations everywhere. So just we're moving into the Chonoguk, and we have to be pure ourselves to enter into that world, you know. So we all have shortcomings, fallen nature, and many things, you know. We have to do what we call due diligence. So all these rumors, we really shouldn't be triggered suddenly to say something. We have to really think what we are saying to make sure it's what heaven wants us to say.
Yeah.
Anyway, just a few points here.
Yes, Reverend Kenji, go ahead.
Yes, good morning, everyone. Yeah, so still the whole picture hasn't been really clarified within our side as well, and how many charges that they given to the mother, and what's the cause of it, and still within it hasn't been really clarified, really. And yeah, what we'd like to know is that how many charges that have been given to the mother, and what was the really cause of it, and we have to really reform ourselves. That's the kind of feeling, and we cannot just simply blame the government, and so we really need to repent and unite really, and we should be able to reform ourselves to move forward and practice the teachings that true parents have given to us. Anyway, so we do every night the prayer together, devotion together, and what we can do is really limited. Sorry to say, but anyway, really would like to offer our sincere heart to mother who is in a very difficult situation. That's all. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, Greg. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm sorry, I tried to copy and paste the two articles, but didn't happen. So I mean, I couldn't do it. So especially Peter and anyone else interested, go to that website that Jeff posted in the chat, bitterwinter.org, and look for two articles. First one is let's see, the one that I posted, The Arrest of Mother Han, Korea's Unholy War on Religion and Reason. That has got the four different charges against Mother.
Okay.
And Massimo Intraven's interpretation of that. And the second article is a really good one, is a religiocide in Korea, the attempted assassination of the faith. So that gives the overall picture of what's happening with the government. And there's another very, very good article by Michael Breen. He's a journalist, actually used to be a member of our church, but he's quite it's in the Korean Times. And there's a tradition of in the past where, say, political opponents are scapegoated and imprisoned in Korea. So with the change of elections, with the then of course what happened. The former president was impeached and now in prison, right? And any other opponents against him, anyone who was supporting him is targeted by the new administration. So a lot of religions were actually a lot of Christians and a lot of religious people were supporting him. And so this is why it's not only our movement, but it's actually other churches, including the biggest church, the evangelical church. Was it Yonggi-cho, is it? Anyway, yeah, that's been attacked and so on. It's just that's sort of like a pattern that's unfolding, but it's not so new really. But it's more extreme with this new very left-leaning government that's kind of taken over. Anyway, that's my understanding of it. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Margaret, go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. I read the Washington Times message from Reverend Rob McCoy. If anybody saw that, it was regarding the Sekero Church with Reverend Song, who's also been arrested. I got a lot of inspiration from McCoy's talk to the church in Korea, empowering all the young people of the church and understanding the difference of the leader. There were questions from their church members if American president and the Congress understand what's going on in Korea. And he said there is a difference between the minister of justice and minister of faith. In other words, the political leader has to do what he has to do, and the people of faith have to do what they have to do. So I really got that message clear for me, that the motto of the new year that Mother gave was the responsibility of the blessed couples. So yes, we have to unite. Yes, we have to pray, but we have to do our job. That's the message for me. So the message for me as a blessed couple is to win the tribal Messiah, to win the nation for God. I don't know about you, but that's what it spells out to me. So my heart is broken that such a thing is happening at our time. But I believe actually it is good for the young generation, our pure water, because they did not go through this with True Father. We did. And now they can see the reality of heaven and earth fight for what's the last word, Father. One of the last words Father said is the high noon. The shadows have to be removed. This is, to me, is what's happening, is that in order for the shadows to be removed, we on the internal level have to do our due diligence, not just unite, but get out and witness. It's not easy to witness it now because everyone knows our leader is in jail. But that's where we should do. I'm just saying, the Pastor McCoy was insisting on Joshua, the good courage, You young people, get out and put your armor on and go out and witness. Don't expect a political leader from another country to save you. If you have become a Christian, get out. So that was the message that Reverend McCoy was saying to the Christian members in Korea, to the Segero Church. And I think we don't like what's happening to our true mother, our true parent, but we have to do our due diligence. Sorry, that's...
Yeah. Thank you. Yes, Rev Yutaka. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. So I think I mentioned before, so in Korea news, every day they are telling about mother's case or situation. And now there is this outside the newspaper or news TV, they are the one who are really testifying and telling a lot about Holy Mother Han, only begotten daughter, or true father, true mother, or true mother life itself. So if you watch, I don't know, you can watch news in Korea, but of course negative one, surely there is negative one, but even the news or those kind of the interviewer journalists, they are the one also who are supporting or questioning about the current cases, and they are studying about or life course of a true mother, and they are continuously telling Holy Mother Han and also the only begotten daughter. So we can see already outside world is really announcing about Mother is Holy Mother Han. So what we can do is to explain who she is, what is true parents, and what is heavenly parent. So that is a really important role. So not only just a praying inside the room, we need also prayer, but in the same time, how we can also tell people and explain more and more. So we have to really go together. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Very true. So thank you, everyone. It's time now for us to offer our unison prayer. So I'll just bring up the screen and we can pray together. Thank you. Again, Yutaka for sharing, and hope everyone has a good day, and see you all again tomorrow. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye.
You have a good day.